What up? Welcome to another edition of Petty Sportz Black, where I am HBCU. I'm your host, Famous Fees. They call me Facts. This episode is brought to you in part by King's Broadcasting Studios and Pulse 880 Radio, the heartbeat of the South. On today's episode, we've got the head coach from Morgan State University, Damon Wilson. Dog, what's good with you tonight, man?
Hey, bro, all is well, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on, and I'm excited to be here with you guys this evening.
Hey, man, it's always good to have the bros on, man. We're going to go ahead and chop this thing up. Got a host of questions for you. Then we'll go ahead and make this thing lighthearted. Make sure you leave out of here with a laugh. You know what I'm saying? I got a little segment called Who You With. Got some little chill questions. You just got to pick one or the other. Spell, we just jump right on into this thing, man.
Let's roll.
I know it's your first year over there at Morgan State. And you coming off 3 straight CIAA conference championships. What is the message that you give the guys from day one that just gets the guys in line behind Coach Wilson?
Well, it's about building the culture. It's about talking about expectations and getting them to understand what's needed to be a championship program, doing the little things right, doing the things that don't require any talent at all, being selfless. Those are the things that we've been talking about from day one and winning the championship. We're not going to shy away from, that's our ultimate goal, and that's what we're going to do from a program standpoint, is put ourselves in a position to win championship.
Hey, you got to keep the eyes on the prize. Everybody want to win, hold up that trophy.
Indeed.
Hey, not mad at that at all. So, man, this one was interesting to me as I just rolled down y'all schedule. Your first game is in Statesboro against another head coach in his first year who we all have heard of, former USC Trojans head coach Clay Helton out at Georgia Southern. So now you got to travel to South Georgia. How big would it be to get your first win of the program in your new tenure over such a headliner coach and program?
It'll be great. At the end of the day, we want to be successful in FCS football, and we got to play some of the best FCS opponents. Georgia Southern is a very good opponent. As his coach is a first year there at his first year there at Georgia Southern, so he's going through some of the same things I'm going through with regards to learning his players and understanding the way of getting things done on that campus. And, I'm looking forward to an exciting game. I haven't started to break down the film yet, but I know they're a good football program. And it'll mean a lot to get the first win, no matter who's against. But that's the ultimate goal, getting that first one. And then you can follow up number 2 and 3 after that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel that. I'm a Southern Cal fan. I can tell you what his tendencies are. I've been watching him.
They want to spread it around a little bit. They want to throw the ball around, I'm quite sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were trying to get what's up, man? Now, I can't even think of him. Dude from Ohio State. Now I'm going to keep wanting to call him Les Miles.
You're trying to get him
Urban.
on the program, get him on the team?
Before Urban became Urban, we wanted Urban. He can keep them lap dances, though. We didn't need that. we good on that.
Indeed.
Yes, sir, man. So on a scale of 1 to 10, just how much pressure do you personally put on yourself to turn Morgan State around immediately, given your track record of success?
I don't look at it as pressure. I look at it as, I know what I signed up for. I know what we are building. Like I said, I'm excited about the opportunity. So I don't look at it. It's hard to say 1 to 10. I put a lot of pressure on myself daily not to let the people down that means the most to me. And that's whether that's my players and or my family. So, that's my motivation. I'm motivated by 18 to 22-year-olds to do what's right by them and build the program the right way. So I'm scared to let those guys down. I don't look at it as pressure. I actually look at it as a calling that I've been fortunate enough to be a part of for the last 23 years. So it's a blessing to be a head college football coach, and to do this for a long time and do it at Morgan State is even more exciting for me.
Okay, that sounds like a positive amount of self-induced pressure. I would definitely call that a 10. Hey, if you can't put it on yourself, you don't want it to come from anywhere else. Like, if you handle your own pressure, then ain't nothing to be worried about.
Hey, look, then my wife, she's a Reds, and she went to Morgan. So for me, it's coming on both sides. So I can't let the family down, and nor can I let those guys that's counting on me down. So it's important to to do the things the right way and get the right guys in position to be successful.
Okay. Like I know they Alpha Gamma over there because the
There
Reds
you
at
go.
the same. Like it's the same as my chapter. Savannah
Right.
State is AG.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I know them like that.
Good stuff.
That's what's up, man. So since I know you haven't gotten a whole lot of time to sit and break down tapes, since I mean you haven't been there very long, you had a lot to do. But what is the biggest difference that you've seen just between the MEAC and the SI and the CIAA when you're comparing teams within both conferences?
Hey, you know what? They're very similar conferences. There's some good coaching going on in both conferences. One thing the MEAC, recently has lost a few teams, lost a few programs in the conference, but all in all, the MEAC still has some tough opponents on a week-to-week basis, similar to the CIAA. The style of football is similar as well with regards to schemes. So we're going to see a lot of similarities with some of the opponents that we play in the MEAC. But it's not going to be a week off. You can have a team that's down and from a record standpoint, but they're going to give you a dogfight. Morgan State didn't win a lot of games last year as a program, but they win pretty much all of the games. So those guys weren't a easy victory. So we're just looking to push us over that hurdle. So now we're on the other side of getting a win on the other side of that column, I should say. We're not dealing with the L's, we're dealing with the W's. But it's a pretty interesting brand of football, as well as I think it's pretty competitive across the deal.
Okay, I mean that's a lot of what I've seen too. Just looking between all of the conferences, between the MEAC, the CIAA, SIAC, and the SWAC, like a lot of them play a very similar brand of football. So like it would be interesting to see just the transition there. I mean, if you're able to get these guys to come in order, like if you can have the same level of success that you had over there, I mean that'll be major.
Indeed, and we played Dell State last year at Bowie State, and we that was the first game of our season, and the team that they played in the spring, and we were a year and a half from playing because of COVID, and we ended up losing I think by 7 or 8 points to those guys after 7 turnovers. So we
Wow.
didn't play our best brand of football, but we were still in the game, and that says a lot from a Division II program to be in kind of a tight game at the end. Gets a team in the MEAC. So it gives us some type of a scale, with regards to the caliber of football that's being played there.
Yeah, man, 7 turnovers, man. That's a lot of self-inflicted wounds right there.
No doubt about it. And then you look at we played the game that way, and then we went on a 12-game winning streak to go to the quarterfinals of the NCAA playoffs. So the guys definitely displayed some perseverance, and we learned a lot and got better from that game.
Yeah, it looked like they got it all out in one swoop. Like, all right, that was it.
Indeed.
So check it out, man. When you're scouting a high school or even a transfer recruit or just a talent, what's the most valuable attribute that you're seeking out in a player?
Toughness. Toughness. We want the guys that are going to be physical. That's something that you can see on film. That's before you talk to the young man. That's before you talk to any counselor or anything. You can see if that guy is tough. You can see if that guy has a great work ethic. Those are the things that really stand out for us, whether we're at a high school game or, like say, watching some film. Those are some things that we can see. That's what we want to build our program on, with some tough guys that has that grit about them. That those guys that can do what they need to do in the classroom, but also, like I said, be very physical on the football field when the ball is kicked off. So those are some things. That is one thing that we want every player that we have in our program to be, and that's tough. And that's not going around tearing up things. That's just having a mindset and refusing to lose. And that comes on the football field, like I said, and in life as well. And when you have a guy that is tough, or you have a guy that is determined to get certain things done, typically that person is going to carry those same attributes off the field and in his household as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, toughness is a strong attribute. I know normally we kind of look at the compare between athletic ability and just straight football IQ. I mean, the toughness is almost a third aspect to that, because neither one of them speaks to that part.
Right. And a lot of times you can't tell a person's football IQ until you have a conversation. So if you're looking at and just watching them physically on the football field, that's something that stands out. How do they respond in the first quarter? How do they finish the game in the fourth quarter? Those are things that's really important to us, and that shows you what that person has the capability of doing in your program if you recruit them.
All right. So, man, like if y'all want to play for Coach Wilson, you better be ready to run through a brick wall. That's what it is.
Indeed. That's how you win championships.
Hey, I mean, he know how to do it. 3 straight CIAAs. Y'all better start listening.
Indeed.
So, man, last question before we jump into the who you with. Outside of the game of football, just what do you want to give your players to take with them through the rest of life?
That's a great question. More so from a manhood standpoint, man, it's tough out here for 18 to 22-year-olds. So, they go through a number of challenges on a college campus and just in life. You want those guys to be able to be productive citizens when they leave your program. You want those guys to be good dads, good fathers, good husbands when they leave your program. So you hope to instill or build upon a foundation that was already laid at their home to continue to drive those guys to do right by their families and do right in the communities. And I think when you do that, you create an opportunity to lift others as they continue to climb. That's something that we always talk about, helping the next man, opening the door for the next man and giving him an opportunity that you may have had. Learn from not just your mistakes, but your teammates' mistakes. So those are things, once again, that we discuss as a program. That's something I really believe in as a coach. And if you look at my track record as a head football coach and my hiring practices, it speaks to that as well. You want to open up doors for guys that are in your circle, guys that you've helped develop or just gone through the trenches with. And I think that really, really, kind of speaks to what we're all about at Morgan State University.
Okay, just building high character, quality young men. And that's definitely commendable.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be that guy that they talk about later on in life. Be like, man, you remember Coach used to do such and such, used to say this. Some of that stuff just stick with you forever.
Forever. And I've been in it long enough now just to hear some of those stories come back around. And now I'm at the place now where I'm recruiting guys, my former football players' sons now. So that's a good thing, because in this business, it's tough to be around a long time, but I've been around over 22 or 23 years. So, I'm very fortunate from that end to see this thing come full circle.
Oh, yeah, man. That's a testament to just what you've been able to do with the programs. I mean, we're definitely looking forward to see what you do out there at Morgan State this year.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
All right, so check it out, man. We about to switch gears into the who you with. About to hit you with 5 questions, see where your head at, maybe see if you answer these questions correctly, because I'm going to have to get on you if you don't. All right, so, man, first up, you're Mike Shanahan out in San Francisco. Are you keeping Jimmy G or are you going with Trey Lance?
I got to go with Jimmy G. A proven leader, proven winner. I got to go with Jimmy G.
Yeah, man. See, you started off good. You got the right answer first. I don't know what all this talk is about moving them. Trey's proved nothing, and Jimmy's taking you to the Super Bowl and in an NFC championship game. Like, what does he have to prove?
Indeed. Got to go with the guy that's been there before, and while we develop a young guy.
Yeah, it'll be a mistake if they let him go.
Indeed.
All right, so now we'll move on to, in a couple of weeks, in Charlotte, on that Saturday, are you rocking with a white party or a cookout at the park? What's your groove?
Man, I'm going to go to the park. The park is where the bros have a good time. So I'm gonna go. The bro could be a bro in the park. The white party, that's after the park. You got to go back, take a shower and that sort of thing. But I'm gonna start at the park, and then we may end up at the white party.
Yeah, man, I probably will never end up at the white party. I ain't go all the way out there to get dressed up in linens. Like, man, we rocking some purple at one of East barbecue, holler at the bros, be out. I mean, that's not what I'm there for. I can go to a white party right here in Atlanta.
There you go.
All right, not mad at that. See, you got 2 for 2. See, you killing the questions today. All right, so, man, we're going to move on to the hardwood with this one.
Talk to me.
Would you rather see KD back with the Warriors or Kyrie make his way to L.A. with the Lakers to play with Bron?
I'm going with the hometown guy, man. He's a Maryland guy, Peppermill, pretty much born and raised. I'm going to go with KD, back to Golden State. Kyrie, he's shown me the selfishness that you don't want to see in a ball player. So I'm gonna go with KD. He has some selfishness with him as well. But at the end of the day, he's on the court playing every time that ball is thrown up. So I'm gonna go with KD back to Golden State.
Okay, I mean, this was one of those I couldn't really argue with the answer either way. I don't want to see KD back with the Warriors. We already read that book. It's like, all right, like, can we get something else? But Kyrie to the Lakers don't sound good either.
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie and LeBron have been together before. I think the Lakers would definitely want to see that. Both teams, it's a win for both teams. But personally, I'm like I said, I'm going with the home team. I'm going with KD.
Okay. So now, which one of these is more important to the cookout, the chicken or the beer?
I gotta go with the brew, the ice cold brew. Gotta go with the brew. The 6D bro's gonna do a good job with the chicken, I'm quite sure. But I'm gonna go with the cold brew because we're going to start camp, and I need to be able to kick my feet up a little bit, and that'll give me an opportunity to do so.
Hey, I'm definitely feeling that. I mean, I can do ribs. There's a whole lot of different meats I can do. We gotta have a brew though.
You gotta have a brew.
Yep. All right, bonus on that one. What kind?
Oh, for an event like that, it's going to be hot outside. Park is going to be pretty live. I need something that's like water. So give me that Coors Light. Give me the silver bullet.
I'm only rocking with the Coors Light if I'm actually on the grill, just because it's like water. If I'm drinking that out of the park and I'm not grilling, then I'm gonna have to just stand by a porta potty or some bushes or something. You might as well drink. You gonna pee all day.
But you might be dehydrated if you do too much. You go with the green bottle, the Heineken, and all. You might be dehydrated. So I need to stay hydrated. Give me Coors Light.
Yeah, I traded the Coors in for the Twisted Tea. It's just as light and it tastes better. If I'm going to drink something like that, it'll make it taste better.
There you go.
All right, so, man, for your last one, man, we're going to take you back to the basketball court. I'm going to give you a situation to see which one you feel like your skill set's better for. You get one attempt. You taking a layup for $50,000. You taking a free throw for $500,000, or a corner 3-pointer for $1 million.
I'm gonna get the meal. I'm gonna get the money. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna get the money. Any use of just getting. If we got a shot to get it, let's get it. So I'm going my skills on the corner 3 for $1 million. That changes some things versus that $50,000 layup. That's a given. I want the challenge.
Hey, I mean, I feel you with the challenge, but I'm shooting that free throw.
That's you're not even gonna do the layup. You're going for the free throw.
Yeah, I mean, I make the free throw with my eyes closed. The corner 3-pointer is I can make it, but I want to make sure I get this money.
Left corner gonna be tough, but the right corner, I can hit that for $1 million.
Double rim?
Oh man, for the money?
That thing got to be straight money, like Steph Curry wet to hit on a double rim. It's a free throw. I can hit front rim and bounce that in. I'm getting the $500,000.
You gonna take that money and run, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, I ain't got $500,000 or $1 million. I'll take the $500,000.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm with you. But all are good. But for the money, I definitely my skill set. I rise to the occasion. So I'm gonna go for the meal.
All right, you're gonna have some of your players challenge you now. Y'all about to have shootouts after practice.
Hey, I'm with it. It's something I've done before, and they understand its consequences when the old timer beat them now. So I'm gonna give them an opportunity. I played my nephew the other day in horse, and they don't have the fundamentals anymore. If you're not dribbling all a million times, I'm okay. I can still shoot around a little bit. Can't run nowhere, but I can shoot around a little bit.
Oh yeah, I feel you, man. I'm not mad at that at all.
Sir.
Cool. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on for the interview tonight, man. Like, it was real fun talking to you. Answer the questions great, man. You left everybody with some good stuff. Like, man, what do you want to leave all your viewers with? Just how can they find you? How do they let them know how they can watch the games this year? Let them know what Morgan State's gonna do.
Hey, like I said, I'm extremely excited to be the head coach of Morgan State University. I'm looking for a very competitive football season. I'm looking for the support of the local community as well as nationally. Our games, most of them will be televised, so you will be able to stream. You will be able to see all of the games live on one of the marketing outlets, whether it's ESPN. I know we have some other things working right now as a university that's not that hasn't been released yet, but you can go to the website and pull up the schedule, as well as where the games will be televised, so you can see. So I'm looking for the local community to come out and support. And we want to hit this thing running this year in the MEAC and be a force to be dealt with in the years to come.
Okay, that's what's up, man. We got to see if we can catch one of y'all games this season. We'll be doing a lot of traveling. We can either make our way all the way up to Maryland or catch one of these when y'all make it down here. I mean, Georgia Southern's real nice and close. So I can make it there in about 3 hours.
Hey, bro, look, we appreciate the support. We need all the brothers to come out and everybody come to support what we're doing. I know we also go down to North Carolina Central this year, which isn't isn't too far for you. South Carolina State comes to us this year, but there'll be some opportunities for you to definitely to see us in person. I appreciate you guys come on out to see what we're doing.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. So y'all heard it. It's Coach Damon Wilson. He came on. He told you what we drinking. He told you what he's leaving the players with. He gave you all the tools. He told you what they gonna do. They gonna come out and win another conference championship. This time the MEAC instead of the CIAA. So y'all make sure y'all check out Morgan State this season. We appreciate you for coming on, Coach.
You got it, bro. I appreciate you. Be safe now.
Oh, absolutely, man. You do the same.
Yes, sir.
All right, and that's another episode of Petty Sportz Black, where I am HBCU every single week. New coach, new player, new school. We cover all things HBCU. Y'all make sure you keep it locked, and remember, always keep it petty.